Okay, buddy. Welcome to Grue, and thank you so much for taking time and coming on. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, of course.
So, like the first thing I want to start out asking you, like I saw you started doing this at a very young age, at the age of 5. Like you started to act and do all kind of different plays. And how did you know at such a young age this is the job that you wanted to do?
I I knew this is the job that I wanted to do when I started doing theater and just by just by taking acting classes, and I just knew that I loved doing it, just the whole process of it and just doing it with like people that you can connect with and stuff that you can learn from it. I thought, yeah, this is what I want to do.
Nice. And I saw you did like a whole bunch of different plays, like you were the lead in the Lion King. Is there a certain play that you had the most fun with?
Mm, I definitely enjoyed the Lion King at my school, but I liked but my favorite play is um I don't know what the title is called, but it's the one where I was the spider in that play at my school. That one was really fun.
Nice, nice. And what was like the first role you ever had for either film or television?
I I have my I have done a animated film, Puss in Boots: The Last Wish, and
Nice.
my role is a little boy who gets captured by the giant, but then he gets saved by Puss in Boots. So that was like um my first animated film that I was in, but Camera is like the first feature film that where you see my face and where I'm the main lead. So
Oh wow, okay. And for the put Puss in Boots, the last wish, it's a voice role. And how do you what goes into doing a voice role, and how do you pick like the right voice to use for that character?
doing a doing an animated character and using my voice was
Yeah.
very interesting and really fun. I get to like play around what kind of like um a voice or tone fits with the character or the scene my character is in, and like you get to like do it over and over again. Once you start doing it said over and over again, you're starting to enjoy it, and yeah, it was really fun.
Nice, nice. and and tell tell me about playing Lucas for me.
Oh, well, for one thing, the being on set was incredible. I um enjoyed my time there. All of the cast are all my friends, and
Nice.
and I met, and once I met the crew, we started to like bond, and we I became friends with them, um and playing the character of Lucas was also very interesting. I
Hmm.
guess you could say I was playing a young Sheldon there, and, and so
Okay. And how did you wind up getting the role of Oscar for Cameron?
I got the role of Oscar. Um, I got the role of Oscar because well, firstly, my acting coach Aubrey helped me get this role. The audition, of course, doing that audition process and making sure, um, making sure I was doing the character, being in character.
Mhm.
And once I think once they, we got the email of them wanting, of them, the director wanting to meet me in person to like, I guess like a callback or whatever
Yeah.
callback, and then with talent and using some of my own experience, because when I was very little, I had like speech impediment where I couldn't speak my words clearly. So and then we went to a speech therapist, and then the speech therapist suggested that I should take some theater to overcome
Oh,
it,
wow.
because she noticed that when anytime I see a word, I express it through my face. And then, so yeah, after tons of plays and classes, one guy, a guy named Dave J. Abrams, noticed that I noticed he saw some talent in me, and then told my mom that, hey, he should be an actor. And then we went to a Models Inc., and that's where I met my acting coach Aubrey Miller,
Oh,
and
wow.
talent manager Julie Miller, and then after a couple of auditions, and then yeah, I booked the role of Oscar because the director was very impressed with me listening to his directions, but most importantly to how I portrayed, the what was given to me during that, audition process, with the script given to me. Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah. And Chelsea, I know all about speech impediments as I have one too, stuttering. So I'm in the same boat with you with that.
Yeah, I stuttered too. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
same
yeah,
boat. Like,
it's definitely something I've been dealing with from a kid till now, and I turn it into positive by doing the show. And most people wouldn't even do it if they had a speech impediment, but you can't let it hold you back from things you want to do.
mm-hmm. I I 100% wholeheartedly agree with that. Yeah.
Definitely, that's why you're doing, that's why you're in the field that you're in now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like you said, it's all about keeping it positive.
Exactly, exactly. And playing the role of us of Oscar, like you're playing mute. And was it hard to play that kind of role? Like, did you have to do research?
I definitely had to do some research, like maybe watch some silent films or any kind of films where the characters are um, just using their like expressions, like the Helen Keller movie where
Hmm.
where she had to like act her face, because I think one of the characters in that movie is like, can't uh, um speak or something, and but also the hardest part about like, like playing a mute character was like during the emotional scenes, like uh the crying part, and how to um express what I'm saying when interacting with the other characters. But like I said, using some of my own experience with some research and inspiration, influences, and with some help and talent, I managed to be able to pull it off.
Nice, nice. And the thing with the film is that it's a special bond between the person you play and Eric. And it definitely tugs at the heart, and you shed some tears. It's definitely like a strong bond, like an emotional bond too. And how did you form that bond with him on set?
Well, when I met Bo Bridges on set, we kind of instantly bonded. We instantly connect with each other. We became friends instantly. We had fun with each other. We make each other laugh. He makes tons of jokes that I laugh at, and that sort of like, bond, and just like, like playing around, with each other, like friends on set, like
Mhm.
help make the connection between Eric and Oscar feel authentic and real.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. Like especially if you have to share mostly every scene with that person, like you definitely have to get some kind of bond on set with them, or it won't show as good on the screen.
Yeah, and the bond was like natural. We just like instantly like liked each other like that, like snap. So
Nice. And you got like a lot of praise for playing him, and you did an amazing job playing him. And how does it feel like about how does it feel with all the praise you got for playing him, for playing Oscar?
it feels amazing that I get it feels amazing that I got a ton of praise from all of these people who really love my performance. It tells me that I did a really, really great job, and that it was really a team effort. Everybody helped me make sure my acting was like really, really good, and I appreciate all the help that I got from the crew, the director, the cast, and my family and my friends. And um, yeah, it's amazing that that everybody loved my performance, and I'm so grateful that they did, because yeah.
Yeah, well, you definitely nailed it. So yeah, you're anyone who watches that film will 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 keep praising you. So that's a good thing.
I didn't want to give a bad performance. I mean, I don't want like
Yeah, exactly.
character like
And see, did they teach you how to like use a camera on set? Like, did they teach you how to take like photos, like how a pro would take photos?
yeah, yeah, yeah. The director Jay Silverman gave me a Mamiya to test it out to like, and he showed me how to take photos with that camera, because he's also a photographer. And um yeah, and yeah, so he showed me how the camera works, and I yeah, so I use what I've learned from Jay Silverman, and to you know show the audience that like Oscar is like very talented in terms of using the camera. So yeah, it was the best choice for me to know what camera I'm using on set.
Nice, nice. That's something I was always curious about learning, because I mean how everyone takes photos. I mean, of course, if you have a cell phone, like you're always taking photos and selfies and posting it all over the internet. But like to actually do like a pro photo shoot like that seems pretty awesome. Uh, Is is there a scene that you had the most fun shooting?
Ooh, fun. Oof. I think here. Okay, here's a list of all my favorite scenes that I had fun shooting. Funny enough, the scenes where I was crying, that was pretty much the most fun, because like that's where everybody was like, so like everybody on set was like, whoa. Um, yeah, and but the scene where Bo Bridges said, "This is the most important thing. Never ever pick your nose up." Yeah, and my character's like,
Definitely. You do a very good impression. Like that was awesome.
"Oh, thanks."
And I see like you also love watching films too, and you made a show. about watching films and reviewing films. Do you still do the show yet?
Um, um, while I did enjoy doing my own show where I was reviewing movies, well, first of all, watching movies and then reviewing them, recording them and putting them on YouTube. Um, I decided to put my interests in uh other things like acting, directing, writing, and I enjoyed doing that show for the most part. But then I'm like, but um there's tons of film reviewers, why, yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, it's still good that you're doing this, like, doing films and television, because it's something that you actually love doing. Like when you were reviewing films, you probably weren't doing as much yet with the acting, and now like the roles are coming in more, and so you have to focus on that.
Yeah.
Nice. And you love traveling too, from what I read. Like, is there any place like you would love to visit that you haven't seen?
Ooh, I've been to a lot of places, but I guess I would like to go to Bali or the location of Jurassic Park,
Oh
Kauai.
yeah.
Yeah, I definitely want to recreate that scene from Jurassic Park where where Grant and Tim and Lex were running from the Gallimimus. Yeah,
Definitely, yes. As long as you don't go near any dinosaurs and
yeah.
eating you off the toilet and stuff, like you're good. And what what about food? Like, is there foods that you love to eat?
Ooh, I'm a foodie.
Nice.
Food that I like. I love sushi.
Oh yeah,
I
definitely.
love Korean barbecue. Um, I like fruits because they when you taste them you feel like refreshed, like a cold drink, like pineapple or watermelon, mango. Um, yeah, those are my favorite foods. Fruits,
Oh,
Korean barbecue, and sushi.
nice. So you like cooking your own food when you're out. I didn't know that's what it was the first time I ever went to one of those. Like one of my friends like, "Oh, let's go here. We're gonna go out for dinner." I was like, "All right." And then I'm sitting here and they brought like the hot pot and everything was raw, and I'm like, I was like, "Aren't you supposed to cook this?" They're like, "No, you are." I'm like, "What?" I mean, it was fun though, because you get to cook your own food. You can make the beef as rare or as cooked as you want, and yeah, yeah. And what about songs? Like, what kind of music do you like listening to? What's on your playlist?
That's a very good question, sir. Um, um, mm, you may be sort of surprised with this answer since I'm like pretty much 15 years old, but I like listening to classic songs like Frank Sinatra
Oh
or
wow.
like um but a little bit of classical music like mo like uh like like those like classical musics like Mozart
Yeah,
with the or and or movie scores like Star Wars, Harry Potter, Jurassic Park. That's like my favorite one. Da-na-na-na-na. That's such so good. Um, or Hans Zimmer, um, or like John Powell with his How to Train Your Dragon theme song.
mm
That's
mm.
like um like hype song. Like anytime I need some energy or motivation, that's my go-to song to listen to. But I like also listening to like fun music, like um, it's a fun song like Benny and the Jets.
Oh yeah, yeah, I definitely know that. Nice. So what would you, if you had to pick a karaoke song to sing, what do you think you would do?
Mm, mm. Can it be a Disney karaoke song or
Yeah.
is it okay? Um, I always like to sing "Be Prepared" from The Lion King.
Oh yeah, okay, okay. Well, is that one of the songs you sang when you were doing the play?
I think for the Lion King play, I think I was the the Lion King because I had the
Gotcha,
crown.
gotcha. Okay, nice. And I'm a big horror fan, so I always ask guests this when they're on. Are there any horror films that you like to watch?
Okay, I'm not a horror person. I mean, it depends on how scary it is. If it's like Pennywise or that movie Long Legs or
Yes.
like you know it's where it's gonna have me get me nightmares and not make me want to turn off the light go to yeah, like um the Michael Myers movies, Ghost,
Halloween.
so all those slasher films. But let's see what else. Ooh, The Shining or The Thing. Those aren't slashers per se, but like they were like creepy, eerie
Oh yeah. Yeah,
films. But
there's Jack Nicholson did such a great job in that movie for The Shining. Like he made you really think that he was crazy. I mean, he kind of is, but
I mean, yeah, when I saw behind the scenes and when it was like doing the "Here's Johnny" side, you could see him like being game prepared, uh, and, like really going it all in, and that's what I kind of used that when I was like on set of like camera, not necessarily like more like anytime we're like doing a take, I'm like, oh, I always like tell myself, okay, you're Oscar, Oscar, okay, and I'm Oscar already.
there
Not
you
and says like Jack Nicholson, but like it's like yeah.
yeah, definitely. And is there anything coming up for you that you would like to plug? Like anything you're working on, anything you're allowed to talk about?
Um, you'll find out soon. You'll see it at the movies, babe. Man,
Okay, there you go. That's a really good answer. I like that you stood quiet, but you're making people stay tuned on what's to come. That's smart. And the last question I will ask you is like, where could fans follow you at?
you can follow me on. I have an Instagram account and a Twitter account. I also have uh, a letterbox account.
Nice.
Yeah, you can follow me on those. On those.
Okay. Do you have like an app that you like using the most?
Ooh,
Okay, there you go. Well, thank you so much for taking time and coming on. It was really nice meeting you. Thank you.
I enjoyed it, and those were some great questions that you asked.
Thank you, buddy. Thank you. I appreciate that. All right. Well, we'll definitely have a great day or great night. I don't know what time it is there, but definitely have a fun day.
Thanks, you too.
Bye.
Bye.